channel. Please share it with your near and dear. Today we are going to learn degrees of comparison. For comparison, we use the words adjectives. So in our day-to-day life, we compare one person with another, one city with another city, like that. So to compare like that, we use such sentences with the adjectives and adverbs. Okay, so under degrees of comparison, uh, we are learning now. Okay, let me give some examples how we compare people with other people, like that. Okay, so in the first sentence you see, we are comparing the cleverness of Ravi with the cleverness of Gopi. So this is the quality of a person, and this is adjective. Okay, we use adjectives or adverbs. Okay, when we compare Ravi's cleverness with Gopi's, we use in this way: Ravi is as clever as Gopi. And in the same way, comparison may be different ways also. Ravi is cleverer than Krishna. So Ravi's cleverness is more than Krishna's cleverness, like that. So in this way also we can compare. And for example, Ravi is the cleverest boy in the class. So the cleverness of Ravi is here highest, means superlative here. So no other person is as clever as Ravi. So in this way, so we can compare people like this. So in this, mainly what we have to observe here is, so in the first sentence we have used clever, and in the second sentence we have used cleverer, and in the third sentence we have used cleverest. Okay, so as per the three different sentences we have used three different ways. By this we can understand, okay, the adjective clever has three forms. Okay, and what those three forms are called, let me draw one table for this, and I'll show you how the forms of adjectives and adverbs are. Okay, for example here, so clever is said to be positive degree. So this is in positive degree form. Clever is in positive degree form. So clever comes under positive degree form. And cleverer comes under comparative degree form. Comparative degree form. Comparative degree form. So cleverer comes under comparative degree form, and cleverest comes under superlative degree form. Superlative degree form. So under superlative degree form, cleverest comes. In this way, I'll show you some more forms of adjectives. For example, old is there. Old, oldest, or eldest. Oldest or eldest. For example, tall is there. Tall, taller, tallest. And in the same way, for example, big is there. Bigger, biggest. Bigger, biggest. And for example, you see, if you observe these adjective words, these are really short adjectives, really short adjectives. These words are small, and there are certain long adjectives are also there, like for example, beautiful is there. Beautiful. Beautiful is adjective which is long word, means a bigger word. So for this we cannot use EREST here. So, beautiful, more beautiful, more beautiful, and most beautiful. Most beautiful. And for example, difficult is there. Difficult. So these are long adjectives. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult, most difficult. Alright, okay. So by this what we understand here, we have to know the degree, the forms of adjectives also, the three forms of adjectives also. If we don't know the three forms of adjectives and some adverbs, we can't frame sentences like this one. So in this way, that's why we have to learn all these degree forms also. Okay, positive degree form, comparative degree form, and superlative degree form. And here, generally, for small words like clever, old, tall, big, like that, if you add er, if you add er to the positive degree form, if you add er to the positive degree form, you can find comparative degree forms. And if you add est, if you add est, and you can find, if you add est to positive degree form, you can find superlative degree forms. So it's very easy. For small words like all these adjectives and adverbs, simply you can add er and est to form comparative and superlative degree forms. Okay, it's easy. But there are some long adjectives, means bigger words, bigger in size, like beautiful, difficult, industrious, like that, such words are there. For such kind of adjectives, we have to use more to the positive degree, so that you get comparative degree form. So beautiful, if you add more to this one, more beautiful, this is comparative degree form of beautiful. And the superlative degree form of beautiful is most beautiful. Simply you can understand by this one, if you add more and most to the first positive degree form, you can get comparative and superlative degree forms. It's very easy. And in the same way, difficult, the same, more difficult, most difficult. Industrious, more industrious, most industrious. In this way, so you can easily remember these things, and if you go through all these forms of degrees, so you can easily remember also. Okay, you have to learn them by heart also, really. Okay, so but just for example, I am showing you all these things in what way they are formed. Right, okay, now let us come to this comparison. In our day-to-day life, we make comparisons in three types. So what those three types of comparisons? So just now we have seen Ravi is as clever as Gopi. Ravi is as clever as Gopi is said to be in that sentence is said to be in positive degree. Positive degree form we are using in that sentence, so it is, the sentence is called in positive degree. And comparative degree, Ravi is as clever as Gopi, the first sentence what we have given here is in positive degree, the sentence is in positive degree. The form what we used in that sentence is positive degree form, the sentence is said to be in positive degree. And Ravi is cleverer than Krishna, we have said in the second sentence. So that is said to be in comparative degree. The sentence is said to be in comparative degree. The form what we have used is comparative degree form. That is cleverer. Okay, the next one, Ravi is the cleverest boy in the class, we have said in the third sentence. So that is said to be in superlative degree. The form what we have used there is superlative degree form, but the sentence is said to be in superlative degree. Okay, so in that way, you see in what way we find in our day-to-day life in positive degree sentences and comparative degree sentences and superlative degree sentences. So generally three types of sentences in our day-to-day life we see, and the first type is generally with the generally they start with no other. In positive degree, generally they start with no other. And in this one, in this than any other. So in comparative degree sentence, we find than any other. And superlative degree, we find the best. The best. This is one type. This is one model. This is first model of first type of sentences. And the second type of sentences, you find very few. In positive degree, you find with very few. Here, than many other. Than many other. And in this one, we find one of the best. One of the best. This is second type. And the third type, we find third type. For example, here when positive sentence is there, it is comparative degree negative sentence is there. Negative sentence. And when here negative sentence is there, negative sentence is there, here you find positive sentence. Positive sentence. So in what way it is? But here you don't find no superlative degree form. Right, I'll give you the examples for this one. Okay. For example, now only we have taken first example here. No other boy in the class is as clever as no other boy in the class is as clever as the cleverest is equal to the best. The best means the cleverest. Just like that, you see the oldest, the tallest, like that we use. Okay. And one more example also let me take. No other boy in the class is as tall as me, or I am. Here I am taller than any other boy in the class. And in the same way here, I am the tallest boy in the class. The tallest. This is first model sentences. And for second model sentences also, let me give one or two examples. Okay, very few, then many other, and one of the best. For example, very few countries in the world are as rich as England. Very few countries in the world are as rich as England. Very few. And here, England is richer than many other countries in the world. And here England is one of the richest countries in the world. This is second type. And the third type, if we come to, when positive sentence is a negative sentence. Okay, let me give here. For example, Ravi is a right. Now let me explain, okay, all these sentences. Right, okay. So we have known what the forms of adjectives and adverbs also. So generally there are three forms: positive degree form, comparative degree form, and superlative degree form. And the sentences are positive degree sentence, comparative degree sentence, and superlative degree sentence. In positive degree sentence, we see only positive degree forms of adjectives only or adverbs only. In comparative degree sentences, we see comparative degree forms of adjectives or adverbs. In superlative degree sentences, we find superlative degree forms of adjectives or adverbs. But in our day-to-day life, we find generally three types of sentences in comparison, degrees of comparison. Okay, so under first type, so in positive degree sentence, when it starts with no other, so in comparative degree, we have to use for the equivalent meaning in comparative degree without changing the meaning of the sentence in positive degree. If you want to say in comparative degree, then we have to use than any other. If positive degree sentence starts with no other, without changing the meaning of this one, if you want to say in comparative degree, so in this sentence we have to see than any other. So as per that, now the sentences are there. I will read out them and I will explain also. And here, here the best. Here, when in positive degree no other is there, in comparative degree we have to see than any other in the sentence, and in superlative degree the best, the form superlative form of the adjective we have to find. So this is the way of you see using first type sentences. Okay, now let me give the clarity about this one. No other boy in the class is as clever as Ravi. I am comparing Ravi, cleverness of Ravi with other boys of the class. So then I can use in this way. So one type of comparison may be in this way. So no other boy in the class is as clever as Ravi. This is one type of comparison. So that is said to be in positive degree. And without changing the meaning of this one, in comparative degree also we can say Ravi is cleverer than any other boy in the class. So this is one type of comparison, and this is called comparative degree. If you say no other boy in the class is as clever as Ravi, the meaning of this one is the same. Ravi is cleverer than any other boy in the class. Meaning is not changing, only the form of the sentence is changing here. And the superlative, the meaning of this sentence and the meaning of this sentence is equivalent to the meaning of this sentence in superlative degree. Ravi is the cleverest boy, just like the best. Ravi is the cleverest boy in the class. The best equivalent is cleverest, the bravest, the tallest, like that we have to use. Okay, Ravi is the cleverest boy in the class. So in this way, in our day-to-day life, we find the sentences in comparison. And second type, so in the first type, let us see one more sentence also. No other boy in the class is as tall as me. So if I compare, you see, me with other students in the class, I can say in this way, no other boy in the class is as tall. So I am taking the adjective tall here. Okay, no other boy in the class is as tall as me, I can say. If you want to say not me, no other boy in the class is as tall as I am. You can use either me or I am, but not two. Right, okay. No other boy in the class is as tall as me. And without changing the meaning of this one, we can frame a sentence in comparative degree also. What's that? I am taller than any other boy in the class. I am taller than any other boy in the class. And in the same way, in superlative, without changing the meaning of these two sentences also, I am the tallest boy in the class. I am the tallest boy in the class. The tallest. The best, just like the best, the tallest. Okay, this is first type of you see sentences. Thank you for watching this channel. We'll meet in the next episode.